Hey guys, it's Noble here, and today I'm bringing you the 6th episode of my Racenet challenge series. For this week, the challenge is to set a lap around the Shanghai circuit in China as quickly as possible, whilst mastering the difficult wet conditions in a Sauber. China is a decent track for me, I feel, on this game. Very pad friendly, it has to be said, due to its long, sort of medium to high speed sweeping corners, which are very difficult to master on a wheel. Main reason for that is due to the wheel having a very small operating window in the high speed corners, where either too much or too little steering input will cost you a lot of time due to the understeer it creates. But we'll manage that issue and enjoy the challenge nevertheless. As we said, China is probably one of the most difficult tracks to drive with no assist, especially no traction, due to the fact it has so many corners which have the traction zone in an area where you're still turning and exiting the previous corner. So it means that the slightest mistake with too much power input will result in a spin, whilst obviously having too little power input will cost you dearly down the next straight. So yeah, a real challenge this week for us to overcome, so it should be quite good. Going with my usual wet start, which you'll be able to see from previous videos like Bahrain and the one around Canada. So it features pretty much identical settings to a dry setup, except the gearbox, where the final few gears are a click left of the gear above to compensate for no DRS in the wet. So that helps stop the bogging down effect you get when shifting up into those higher gears. As you can see, we're now starting the lap as we're going to try and get a good run out of the final corner. As I said previously, not having to worry about DRS due to the wet conditions, so all about managing the throttle and all the other implications as well as just the curves. It's coming down towards turn 1, turning and braking at roughly about 25 minutes before the corner, using the engine braking to help slow the car down, and then timing these final few downshifts to help the car sort of rotate in that middle part of the corner to help the nose point towards the late apex. Letting the car run a little bit wide on the exit, or towards the middle of the track on the exit, so you can get the straightest run through that extra little kink down towards the end of the first sector. Coming down now to this difficult right-hander, braking at the 100 metre board, trying to take as late at apex as possible. Getting on the power relatively quickly, we get a little bit of wheel spin, which has actually meant we've lost time and we're now behind our previous best, so there's a little bit of time to be found through there. Through this long left-hander, a little lift on the middle part, and then sweeping to the right-hander, down into second through the middle part before up to third, and then back down to second, this double left, taking a sort of narrow line through there, running out wide to the curve to get the straightest line through this second part, so you can get on the power as early as possible down towards the end of the second sector. Braking at the 100 metre board, we've braked a little bit too early there, but that means we can clip the curb and then get the best run through this banked right-hander. Very difficult to get on the power. We're probably not at full throttle till about halfway through third gear, and then only getting on the rest of our curves. As we shift into fourth gear, as the car feels at its most planted from fourth gear upwards down this long straight. Trying to spot the braking point through all the rain droplets on the screen. The braking point is just after the 150 metre board as you try and trail brake right into the apex of that corner. Trying to get the straightest run possible, so you minimise the wheel spin as we come towards the final corner, where you go just under the DHL board. The little 50 metre marker board on the right as you turn in should be your marker point in third gear, and then driving towards the line to complete the lap with a 1:42.197. So as usual, quickly going through the assist menu to show no assists were being used, and that's just about it for this video. I hope it's been helpful to you and that you enjoyed it, which, if you did, be sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll have another video out soon for you all to watch, which will most likely be my league race highlights for Hungary. So yeah, I'll leave you with the replay cameras of the lap in a bit, and it's bye for now.